A very good evening, YouTubers. Good evening, pool lovers. Now, I just wish that this race had been a little bit longer, but yes, the rules are rules. Welcome to one of the last matches in the round of last 16 at this ongoing 32-man competition. We are at, yes, the venue, that is MUZEYI Pool pub here in the trading center of Chiti in central Uganda. Kid sensation Herbert Mukisa playing against the player that he idolizes. Herbert calls himself the young Scorpion. He gets a chance for the very first time in his career to take on his mentor, the real Scorpion. Race to 4 only, and yet the Scorpion, that is the player that is Johnny White in Caesar Chandiga, has a 1 frame lead. And also started Herbert has full sight of his blue. Yes, he has full sight. White ball bouncing off the cushion, moving beautifully rightwards. It could have moved maybe 10 centimeters more rightwards for him to have perfection, but nonetheless I do think that he will be okay, as with one visit of the table he gets to equalize against the master. Herbert 1, Caesar 1. Rest to 4 for a place in the quarterfinals here in Kitty Trading Center. And Rechembewe, get off the internet. You want a rematch between myself and Francis? You can talk to him. Maybe something can happen next week in Dar es Salaam. Yes, Herbert will not be participating in the Q Masters International competition because of his school schedule. But Caesar is one of those players that have been confirmed as participants. The big one is happening in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam at Q Masters, where the entire African Pro fraternity shall be gathered once again, as there are 4 tournaments in one: men's singles, ladies singles, and then a team event. Actually, it is 3 tournaments in one. However, ladies are free to participate in the main event alongside men if they can dare. And I can confirm that one lady has confirmed her participation in the main event, the Ugandan called Rashida, powered and sponsored by Nevsan Select. Yes, for this coming week, management team. As for Herbert, he does have the Honorable Oscar Sudi from Kenya as a manager and sponsor. He does have Caesar Chandiga as an idol. He has a yellows frame as a frame to finish, to try and take the lead against the player that he idolizes. How do you even try to take down the Scorpion when you call yourself the young Scorpion? The young Scorpion is just about to win a second, and it seems it is one of those very few times when you see a player being supported in the country of Uganda when their opponent is Caesar. Poetry in motion from Herbert. The rest is a formality. In as much as white ball has moved further than he would have wanted, I believe he will be okay. Not okay. The weight of his opponent, the pressure of the occasion, the size of the black ball maybe, the attempt to take down his mentor has affected his psyche before playing the black. And Herbert already knows, I am very certain, that one player that is very unforgiving when chances like this come his way is Caesar. I have to say that I really liked Caesar's dress code today. He normally is smart, but today is very smart. That's not the issue for the occasion. The issue is who of these 2 players will be taking each other out of this competition at the round of last 16. Last tournament that Caesar participated in, he was a round of last 16. He was defeated in the round of last 8, by another youngster, Jackson Asiko, who is, by the way, drawing 2-2 with Ibrahim Kayanja, the match that is live now on Break and Finish Facebook. And yes, Herbert was eliminated in that same competition in the first round. Tournament that was played among 32 players. Tournament that happened last Sunday. The size of the venue dictates that Caesar does not have a good stroke and a good stance here, but he normally finds ways to recover, playing white ball into a blue, moving it towards the corner pocket top left, and making it easy to finish a frame That was by his standards anyway, always going to be easy. For the last shot, he may spin white ball backwards, he may play top spin. Top spin, white ball off the cushion, and black can be potted as easy as that. Caesar 2 and Herbert 1. Race to 4. And the thing about being a young player is that you get all the support. The fans, they love Caesar. He's one of the reasons why they are crowding this place in very good numbers to watch the tournament, but it seems want Herbert to win this one. Normally kids have a lot of support in sport. The Scorpion 2 and the young Scorpion 1. Big break by Caesar, but a dry one. The way Herbert has jumped out of the blocks to try and utilize this half opportunity for Caesar. The advantage is that white ball is not sufficient for Herbert to pot either, and he only has one yellow ball in sight, so close to the cue ball. He needs to play a good safety shot. If Caesar goes 3 frames 1 up, it will be unrealistic that Herbert will want to win 3 frames in order to try and win the match. Not that it is not possible. We are playing pool where the talents are born. We are in the ghetto. Almost the entire crowd that are watching these games here at the venue are watching players whom they have only been watching online and on television, because the Ugandan Pool League is streamed on live television every Sunday at 5 p.m. on the television. That is NBS Sport in partnership with the Polar Station of Uganda. They've been telling me how they know each of these players. Some of them have been telling me how they know a guy called Peter Chove, but they don't know exactly who it is. Then I just told them that one day he will come and we will talk to him. Little do they know that he's amongst their midst. But much now they know that Caesar is amongst their midst. What I like about Caesar today is that at least by body language and facial expression as he plays, he seems to be taking this comp serious. I saw him play in Mokono last week. He seemed not to be taking it serious. Maybe he has played a lot of competition that for competitions like this that are smaller, he normally takes them serious. And he has a very soft spot for Herbert. It is only natural that when someone likes you, when they idolize you, you will always like them. But now these players will be knowing that one will not matter. What matters is who of them will be winning this match. In the meantime, Ibrahim Kanja has knocked out Jackson Asiku by 4 frames to 2. You are watching in the match in the round of last 16, a weekly comp in Chite Trading Center in Uganda. It was always going to be difficult. I believe that Herbert has even played well enough to avoid any contact between yellow and black. He's giving Caesar some relatively hard work to do because of the position of the black just behind a yellow. Caesar may play to open up the black. White ball off 1 or 2 cushions with the right spin on it. No, the shot was not that sufficient in trying to do that. The shot lacked enough spin. It also lacked direction just a little. It's a frame now, I would say, is poised in favor of the youngster in Herbert. Thank you for watching. Chair Titi Andrew, Valeria Crush, Victor Gulani, Betty Tabitha. All right. Track Sporter, Francis Mulamuzi, as well as Mbuso, IBK Ibrahim. Thank you for watching. And many of you who are now flocking, just about to reach the 600 mark, and yet only 3 frames have been played in this very short rest. For what can Herbert do here? Decides to go for the bank. And the most importance of the bank was defense. he realized that going for the frame was not realistic. He also knows that trying to go for the frame, if you don't finish it off against Caesar, most likely he will. Of course, for Herbert, no doubt in the talent and the learning curve. Still on. The pot of the blue by Caesar will be obvious. What will not be obvious is him manipulating white ball for black. Something special could be happening here. Off cushion, he could pot the white ball. He scratches. Very unfortunate scratch. I think his intention was to have white ball just around the area close to the center pocket on the right, such that he could try and put both black and yellow to the same corner pocket, top right, by combination shot. With that kind of chance given to Herbert. Clearly, we're about to see the youngster winning a second frame, playing against the toughest opponent that he has ever played against all his short career. He has played himself a little bit out of position. That yellow ball in front of the black is now pretty much a dead ball. I don't think Herbert will be playing to pot. He plays to pot. That was so ambitious. It was always going to be risky. He has sight of the yellow. He still wants to pot it off the cushion, in between cushion and black. Finds the yellow, pot it, white ball bounces off two cushions, and it is sunk. No doubt in the skill and the imagination. There was just a little bit of luck in the execution. And I don't know why the scoreboard is still being flipped a lot. The race is 4, with Caesar now leading 3 frames to 1. I believe that the kind of quality you are watching, the drama in it, the mistakes and the brilliant clearances from both of these players, only having played 4 frames, is very worth your time and precious data bundles, as Herbert breaks for what could be the last time in the match, unless he wins this frame, and a dry break it is for Caesar. After today, the next time that you will be watching him will be in Dar es Salaam. Hugh Masters International Competition coming up starting Friday next week. He's already registered, and yes, he will be flying out on Thursday with Kenya Airways. While Caesar will be flying out, Herbert will be in class. It is the reason why he will not be part of this competition, by the way. The Scorpion going for clearance number 4. Very good English on the cue ball. It moved just a little bit further than he would have wanted. He's now showing his ambidextrousness, using the left hand as good as the right one, potting a ball with a very big cut on it, using your weaker hand. One of the reasons I like to always say that the Scorpion is a very, very special player. Thank you for watching. Aquila, Kingsley, Dennis. What can Herbert do here? Caesar knows that while he himself is one of the best offensive players on the African continent, he knows that in terms of just potting balls, playing white ball well, clearing balls off the table, Herbert could stand a chance as good as Caesar himself in just winning the match. So Caesar is applying some other side of the game, which exactly Herbert isn't his style. To this time, even Caesar being Caesar, he finds himself, having played himself, in a little bit of trouble. Herbert is deciding to play safeties now. Maybe he thinks it is his only chance of take down Caesar, and Herbert's safety this time round pays off. I believe that you are watching this match as the link is shared to you, Honorable Oscar Sudi in Eldoret. Thank you for the work you are doing in this young man, Herbert. Nowadays, he plays pool during the school term only. on the weekends, because the week is school time, courtesy of your kindness. But now, courtesy of Herbert's bravery, he could be winning a second frame for himself. Those little backspins. I want to think that the blue is playing now from another player could have been the last ball, because it gives him pretty much a natural white for black. Trying to put it now makes his pattern a little bit more difficult. But I also believe that he's more than able to recover, because his positional play of the cue ball is never ever an issue. Any mistake takes him out of the competition. His learning curve still ongoing right now. The lesson on the table is how to play against a guy as tough as the Scorpion and remain composed even under pressure of needing to win 3 frames in a row. He may want to put blue to the corner pocket, top left, and black to the corner pocket. The opposite direction, rightwards and leftwards, and yes, he gets to win the frame. Even under pressure, even under the weight of the opponent, that is the toughest of them all in the country, maybe even on the entire continent, and needing to win 3 frames in a row, Herbert finds a way to win at least 1, which is the second for him in the match. Current score, Herbert Mokisa 2, Caesar Chandiga 3, rest to 4. I've just realized Caesar aiming for the second ball on the break with left spin on the cue ball, ensuring that he gets a split of the balls, and while white ball is played in position where it is pretty much almost not possibly portable. With this kind of break, most of the time you get to put a ball, and once you get to put a ball with the attacking quality you may be having, in this case for Caesar, you are likely to finish the frame by break and finish. Herbert has been played into trouble. The Scorpion snookers the young Scorpion, probably for the last time. He's having some kind of plastic smile on his face, Herbert. He knows that if I foul, I am losing the frame and the match. Off to cushions, it is a foul. He may be walking away from the table, Herbert, for the very last time in the frame, which is the very last time in the match. Take a look at the Scorpions' free shots. The 2 blues that are having the black ball in between them should be the balls that he needs to play into space for a free shot and probably go for the frame and the match once and for all. He has played the yellow into blue. He plays Herbert's yellow dead. Leaves white ball so close to the blue. Maybe a little bit of imperfection in the free shot from one of the most versatile players on the African continent, if not the most versatile. Playing hay ball, playing black ball, playing ultimate pool, and in all disciplines nowadays shining pretty much in all. The current Commonwealth champion in hay ball. Also reaching the prize bracket twice in hay ball. Playing a decider in a long race against one of the best players in the world on the small table, Chris Smelling, and using this match and this competition pretty much as the last test of where he stands in terms of form before he flies out for one of those comps that Caesar likes to win so much. He only has 2 international comps, 1 African comps, if you can say. That is the Grand Mchana 2023 as well as Queen's Double Elimination Comp 2023. Actually, the Grand Mission was 2024. For Herbert, still a young budding talent. He has got, in my opinion, the ability, if his career maintains its current trajectory, to reach the level of Caesar. You never know, who knows, maybe try and surpass it, because for any player of his age, I was just saying some months ago that I had never seen a Ugandan as good as Jackson Aseko at his age. But now I can say that at the age of 13, I have never seen a Ugandan as good as Herbert. And you are listening in from someone that has seen dozens and dozens of players grow from grass to grace. Oops. Some of the Scorpions, some of the misses of the Scorpion today, I have to say, are quite uncharacteristic. If Herbert can find a way of finishing this one off, we could just like that be having a decider in the next 1 or 2 minutes. If white ball is not sunk, it has actually been played into perfection. Herbert breathes again. Now he has to draw the white ball rightwards. Pot the yellow to the corner pocket, close to the right bottom end of the table. Draw the white ball just a little rightwards in backward motion. Maybe he has moved it out of position. Maybe he is intending actually to put the last yellow by bank to the center pocket on the right, where he's having his hands. It's a shot which, if he gets right, could win the frame. It's a shot which he gets wrong. If he gets wrong, could be going home in the next 2 minutes or so. Herbert versus the penultimate ball on the table, off the cushion on the left to the center pocket on the right as an intention. Off the cushion, miss. It is one of those times where you're counting on this one shot, where if you get right, you win, where if you get wrong, you lose. This one is likely to be the Scorpions' dance into the quarterfinals. He's one guy whom I've lost count of the number of comps he has won. I have to say that while I've lost count, when you are to combine tournaments, the big ones, the small ones like this one, the international ones, the local ones, and the money matches, counting them as events, this guy has already made it to a century of events won, and I'm meaning the number 100, with 26 comps won in Zambia, more than 50 in Uganda, and also a number of money matches, so many of them. I want to think that he's probably the best long racer on the African continent, and nowadays he's one of those players that can make a very genuine claim to being the best player on the African continent. Now on the last blow, that is perfection with a capital P. Why I like watching games involving him, you leave the frame having witnessed something special. Herbert concedes the frame. Of course, he knows he was always going to lose, but what a way that the Scorpion is seeing us through. Beauty with the capital B. Final score in the match in the round of last 16, the Scorpion 4 and the young Scorpion 2.